Good morning. I'm Natalie with KQNK. Today is Monday, March 4th. Currently, with fair and breezy conditions, it is 36 degrees. The humidity is 44%. The wind speed is north at 21 with gusts to 30 miles per hour. The barometric pressure is 29.86. The dew point is 16 degrees, and the current wind chill is 25 degrees. It's 8:04 and time for Kansas News.
Kansas Information Network News. I'm Jen Austin. Grass fires in North Shawnee County caused evacuations and roads to be closed for a time on Sunday. Roxanne Stewart has more.
The Silver Lake Fire Department got the call Sunday morning. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office and Kansas Wildlife and Parks officers assisted the Shawnee County Sheriff's Office in evacuating some homes near the Shawnee County State Lake, and people were asked to avoid 174th Road near US 75. The Topeka Fire Department, 190th Air Refueling Wing, and the Soldier Township Fire Department, as well as tankers from the Kansas Forest Service, worked the blaze. Roads were reopened and those evacuated were allowed to return home early that evening. I'm Roxanne Stewart.
A bridge over I-70 has been closed by the Kansas Department of Transportation because it's structurally deficient. The 150th Avenue Bridge over I-70 east of Collier in Trego County is closed after taking several strikes to the underside by vehicles too tall. There's no word yet when repairs can be made or when the bridge can reopen. This is Kansas Information Network News.
The hardest working tractor is always the easiest to work with. Prairie Land Partners offers over 200 hard-working attachments to accompany your John Deere compact utility tractor. From pallet forks, backhoes, box blades, rotary mowers and tillers to rear blades, they have the attachments to tackle the jobs that you and your property demand. Stop by any Prairie Land Partners location or visit them online to learn more.
Delivering the right solution. Prairie Land Partners.
Here's a fun fact for you. The average chameleon can point their eyes in two different directions. On the other hand, the average human can't. So unless you're a chameleon, there's absolutely no way you can focus on texting and driving at the same time. So don't do it, unless you're a chameleon.
Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Good morning. I'm Natalie Hadley with your KQNK News. Brought to you by Firebolt Ag, LLC, serving all of your chemical and fertilizer needs. There's progress on a Kansas bill making it easier for farmers to grow hemp in the state, as HB 2168 would lower the barrier for farmers looking to grow hemp by reducing the maximum license and registration fee. And legislators say it could help farmers diversify their crops amid years of drought. After passing through the Kansas House of Representatives 105-6, the bill to reduce licensing fees from $1,200 to $500 for hemp farmers is in a Senate committee. Legislators say that at one point there was a large number of farmers wanting to farm the product, but the fees were so high for the license that they couldn't do it. So lowering the barrier is really going to be appeasing to farmers who want to get started and learn how to grow this crop and hopefully have more acreage in it in years to come. They also say hemp has a lot of industrial uses and can be more drought resistant than other crops. The plant can cause concern for legislators because it's in the same family as the marijuana plant and it does have THC, but it's very little. Senator John Dahl of Garden City said there's plenty of support for the bill in the Senate, though it will likely be leveraged to get other, more controversial bills passed. Lieutenant Governor and Secretary of Commerce David Tolan recently announced that $4.1 million in tax credits will once again be made available under the Kansas Department of Commerce's Community Services Tax Credit Program, or CSP. CSP assists private nonprofit organizations and public health care entities who are undertaking major capital campaigns for projects that involve community service, including child care, non-governmental crime prevention, youth apprenticeship and technical training, and health care services. Under this program, the state authorizes nonprofit organizations to offer tax credits to donors who are making contributions towards approved projects, and the organizations are chosen through a competitive selection process. Tolan said CSP tax credits help a wide variety of community-led projects come to fruition as the program benefits organizations and donors alike as they collaboratively work to improve their hometowns by supporting projects that positively impact a community's overall economic health and quality of life. Proposed projects should be unique for one time in nature and create lasting value for charitable organizations. The application window is opened on March 1st and will be open through April 30th, and applicants may request up to $200,000 in tax credits. Applicant organizations in rural areas with less than 15,000 in population are eligible for 70% credit, and applicant organizations in non-rural areas are eligible for a 50% credit. If an organization is interested in applying for the CSP program, they can get more information by visiting kansascommerce.gov. Wildfire danger is a serious concern in parts of Kansas, and crews are ready for what it could be a busy wildfire season. The Kansas Forest Service has said that the latest wet winter has prompted new growth of shrubs and trees and grass, which is a big problem for the western part of the state because when the temperatures rise and the wind blows, vegetation dries out quickly, creating the potential for catastrophic fires. Strong winds and dry conditions have fire crews on alert. The Kansas Forest Service said 95% of the wildfires in Kansas are started by humans, with some of the leading causes of wildfires being sparks by machinery or vehicles and controlled burns that get out of control. Kansas Forest Service Supervisor Aaron Williams said those who work outdoors have to be very cognizant of anything that they're doing that creates an open flame or spark, whether it's welding on a fence, burning trash, or even a prescribed burn. Fire mitigation efforts are going on across Kansas, and crews are doing prescribed burning for the next couple of months. Prescribed burning plays a critical role in maintaining grassland health and reducing wildfire risks. According to state officials, Kansas has around 5,000 reported wildfires every year. The Kansas Department of Transportation has closed the 150th Avenue Bridge over I-70 in Trego County as of March 1st. The closure is necessary because of public safety concerns about structural deficiencies that have been caused by multiple vehicle strikes to the underside of the bridge. For more information, you can contact the Kansas Department of Transportation Area Engineer, Kevin Zimmer, at 785-261-6132. According to the Kansas Department of Transportation, the first of two bridge projects along K9 in Phillips County is expected to start this week. The Kansas Department of Transportation project will replace the bridge over Wolf Creek, which is located approximately 3.5 miles east of Logan. And a shoe-fly detour will be constructed first that will carry traffic around the work zone while the new structure is being built. The Kansas Department of Transportation plans to shift the traffic onto the detour in mid-April, and the work is expected to be complete in November, conditions permitting. The second project is located 0.4 miles east of Logan and is scheduled to begin in June. For more information, you can contact that Kansas Department of Transportation Area Construction Manager, Dan Moore, at 785-302-6200. In Nebraska news, according to court documents, a woman was arrested on Wednesday after she tried sneaking methamphetamine into a Lincoln prison. 40-year-old Alicia Kane went to visit an inmate at the Reception and Treatment Center at around 9 a.m., and according to the arrest affidavit, the inmate had asked her to bring in meth. Kane hid about 2.1 grams of methamphetamine in her belly button, and once she reached the prison's concession area, she put 2 plastic-wrapped balls of meth into a candy bowl. Kane was taken into custody during her visit with the inmate. Investigators with the Nebraska State Patrol interviewed her in the warden's office and got consent to search her vehicle. The investigators found Kane's phone, 2 pipes, and 2.4 grams of suspected K2, according to the affidavit. K2 is a synthetic form of marijuana. Kane was charged with delivery of methamphetamine and conveying an article to an inmate. A Lancaster County judge set her bond at $75,000, and she must pay $7,500 to be released from jail. 50-year-old Sandra Samuelson of Shelton was sentenced on Wednesday to 3 years and 8 months in federal prison on a federal charge of maintaining drug premises. Samuelson was initially charged with additional counts related to possession with intent to distribute more than 500 grams of methamphetamine. However, the counts were dismissed as part of a plea deal. Federal court records said that on or around September 12, 2020, Samuelson unlawfully and knowingly maintained a home in the 100 block of A Street in Shelton for the purpose of distributing methamphetamine. And a federal indictment showed that $3,878 was seized from the home. One person was found dead on Saturday after a house explosion in Wood River. According to the Nebraska State Fire Marshal Agency, the Wood River Fire Department responded to the explosion at about 9:15 a.m., and nearby buildings were also damaged. One occupant of the home could not be found. Investigators then found that the natural gas system had been tampered with and ruled the explosion an arson. A body was found in the basement of the home late Saturday night, and in a press release, authorities referred to that person, who has not been identified, as the suspect. I'll be back with more in just a moment.
Firebolt Ag is a full-service fertilizer and chemical retailer. They customize products for individual farmers' needs, with the primary focus being customer profitability. Let Josh and Jack help you get the most out of your farm ground. They also provide in-house marketing with Ron Wall of Flatwater Solutions. Visit Ron in Phillipsburg or call Josh at 785-854-8484 or Jack at 308-840-2819. Firebolt Ag, your leader in agriculture.
According to the unofficial minutes of the Norton County Board of Commissioners meeting that was held on February 12th, Commissioner Garrett Beidler called the meeting of the Norton County Board of Commissioners to order at 9 a.m. in the commission room, and in attendance were Richard Thompson, Garrett Beidler, and Marvin Matchett. Ted White with Norton County Solid Waste delivered the weekly report to the commission, and Jeff Wolf with the Norton City Code was present to request a rate discount for a demo home on 406 West Wilberforce. The request was considered and agreed on by the commission, as this home can qualify for one of the homes allowed on the demolition discount program. The city will need to complete the application. Ted then reported that it was time to approve the Solid Waste Committee for 2024. The current members were reviewed, and a motion was made by Commissioner Matchett to approve the member committee as it was in 2023, with the second from Commissioner Thompson, and the motion passed 3-0. Ted stated that batteries and electronics are still being found in dumpsters, and if violations continue, even after verbal warnings, letters will be sent to the violating party or parties to notify them that they may lose trash pickup privileges. Finally, Ted reported that the balance of the fencing supplies have been ordered. Kevin Fonder with the Norton County Hospital spoke with the commission on the proposed sales tax question and resolution. He stated that some changes are being considered, with the percentage to reflect 75% going to the hospital and 25% for EMS operations, and the changes will be reflected in the resolution. Leslie Faunin, still with the Norton County Health Department, updated the commission on several grants being applied for, and those include the Immunization Action Grant, the Maternal Child Health Grant, and the Workforce Development Grant. Leslie also reported that she continues to interview and take applications for the part-time nursing position. Resolution 2024-05 was before the Commission for consideration of signature and adoption, and Resolution 2024-05 is a resolution in support of Texas and to uphold Norton County's right to protect its citizens of the unprecedented flow of illegal immigrants, drugs, and terror suspects into the country. The resolution also shows support for Texas and encourages Kansas Governor Kelly to support Texas. A motion was made by Chairman Beidler to adopt Resolution 2024-05 with the second from Commissioner Matchett, and the motion passed 3-0. Jody Cox spoke with the commission about publishing the county commission minutes on the website and asked for district maps showing commissioners' districts and terms. A few courthouse employees spoke with the commission on concerns of courthouse cleanliness, and the commission will follow up with those concerns. And Julie Campbell with Emergency Management spoke with the commission about getting the Emergency Management website updated, as current information was outdated. The meeting was then adjourned until February 19th. The Norton County Board of Commissioners wants to remind the community that they have determined that environmental conditions exist in the county that have led to numerous wildfires. And they've also determined that due to the dryness, the potential for uncontrollable fires does exist. The Board of County Commissioners of Norton County want to prevent the destruction of crop, grass, building, and or life, so the Board of Commissioners has hereby banned open burning. Open burning means any outdoor fire, including but not limited to burning of trash in uncontained and uncovered receptacles, burning of fields, pasture, fence rows, and grassland or ditches, and campfires and uncontained warming fires. The resolution will be in effect from the date of execution on February 29th until such time as it's modified or rescinded by the Board of Norton County Commissioners. The Board of Norton County Commissioners has declared that it shall be unlawful to violate the resolution and that anyone found to be guilty of violating this resolution shall be subject to a fine not to exceed $500 or confinement in the county jail not to exceed 1 month or both. Your menu today for Eisenhower Elementary School. For lunch, you'll have spaghetti, tossed salad, peaches, garlic bread, and milk. For Norton Community High School and Junior High, your lunch today will be chicken strips, fruit, and milk. And for Northern Valley Schools, your lunch today will be chili, crackers, vegetable, cinnamon roll, and fruit. I'm Natalie Hadley. Your KQNK News was brought to you by Firebolt Ag, LLC, farmers helping farmers to succeed. You can contact Firebolt Ag today to get the most out of your farmland. Your KQNK weather forecast is being brought to you by Hinkle Termite and Pest Control, your Norton experts for all of your pest control needs. Your forecast for today should be sunny with a high near 60 and breezy with a north wind of 10 to 20 miles per hour and gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. For tonight, it should be mostly clear with a low around 28 and a northeast wind of 5 to 10 miles per hour. On Tuesday, it should be partly sunny with a high near 56 and a north wind of 5 to 10 miles per hour. And on Tuesday night, should be mostly cloudy with the low around 30. I'll be back with the rest of your forecast in just a moment.
When you've got bugs, we know what a nuisance that can be.
Lock 'em out. From Hinkle Termite and Pest Control, Lock 'em Out is our very effective residential insect prevention program. We'll come to your place and treat your foundation plus all insect entryways. And while we're there, receive a free termite inspection. Call Mr. Rich Wenzel, our certified technician in Norton, at 785-202-0167. That's 202-0167.
Continuing with your weather, on Wednesday, it should be partly sunny with a high near 62. On Thursday, there's a chance of showers and thunderstorms possible afternoon. Should be mostly cloudy with a high near 52. On Friday, there's a 20% chance of showers. Should be mostly cloudy with a high near 45. On Saturday, should be sunny with a high near 53. And on Sunday, sunny with a high near 62. Currently, with fair and breezy conditions, it is 36 degrees. The humidity is 44%. The wind speed is north at 21 with gusts to 30 miles per hour. The barometric pressure is 29.86. The dew point is 16 degrees, and the current wind chill is 25 degrees. Your weather was brought to you by Hinkle Termite and Pest Control right here in Norton. You can call Hinkle Termite and Pest Control at 785-202-0167 for all of your pest control needs. It is 8:22.
With today's inflation straining your budget, your Kansas Farm Bureau membership can help keep more money in your pocket. Save up to 75% off preferred home and office products with Office Depot. Special package pricing with Lifeline screenings. Exclusive savings on post-frame buildings with QSI. And join the Kansans who've switched to Kansas Farm Bureau health plans. And enjoy significant savings on nationwide medical health care coverage. Join today. For a full list of benefits, visit kfb.org/benefits.
Your Kansas Sports Report is being brought to you by United Northwest Federal Credit Union, where everything they do for you.
United Northwest Federal Credit Union is excited to announce that we will host our 75th annual meeting at the St. Francis of Assisi Parish Hall in Norton, Kansas on March 18th, 2024, beginning at 5:30 p.m. Supper and prizes will be provided to those in attendance. Reservations can be made by calling the office at 785-877-5191 by March 13th, 2024. Federally insured by NCUA.
KIN Sports, I'm Spencer Dupuy. Kansas State fell to Cincinnati on Saturday night, 74-72. Tyler Perry led the way with 26 points. Jarrell Colbert scored 15, and Cam Carter added 13. After the game, head coach Jerome Tang spoke to the media and says this is what the Big 12 is.
You know, every night it's like this, and, you know, it's tough when you're on the short end of it, but we wouldn't want to do anything else, you know, and compete against the best coaches, the best players, and the best conference in America. And so hats off to Cincinnati. They did a great job, you know, for most of the game, and then, you know, when they gave up the lead, they didn't, they could have stopped, but they didn't. They made a big play, and that's what happens in this league. Players make plays, and so hats off to them.
The Wildcats are now 7-9 in the Big 12 and take on Kansas tomorrow night in Lawrence for the final Sunflower Showdown of the year at 8 p.m. on ESPN. KIN Sports, I'm Spencer Dupuy.
Whether taking on large commercial landscapes or your own backyard, let STIHL help with your pursuit of the perfect cut. Introducing STIHL zero-turn mowers for homeowners and pros. With a wide range of features and options, like our advanced four-wheel suspension system and 0% financing available, it's time to let the pursuit begin. Real STIHL. Find yours at stihlusa.com/zero-turn. Available at select dealers. Financing available on qualifying purchases and subject to credit approval. See dealer for details.
This message is for Shauna, my mom who just finished her high school diploma. I wanted to say I'm so proud of you for finishing school. You told me it's never too late to achieve your dreams. I hope to make you as proud as you have made me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the...
Are you struggling with healthcare bills? Norton County Hospital is here to help with Epic River Loan Solutions. Applying takes less than 30 minutes and everyone is approved regardless of credit. Break your bill into manageable automatic monthly payments to build your credit. Plus, no penalties for upfront or prepayment. Don't let healthcare costs overwhelm you. Call Kelsey today, 785-874-2220.
Can't sleep with this cold.
Honey.
Honey?
Honey, you need NyQuil Severe Honey.
NyQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a dreamy honey taste.
Feeling better, honey? Honey? I'll take that as a yes.
Try NyQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu symptom relief. NyQuil Severe with honey flavor. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever. Honeylicious, best sleep with a cold. Medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Kansas Agriculture Network Markets.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Greg Akagi. Right now, let's check the weather.
This morning, an upper-level low-pressure system is over the western U.S. Meanwhile, another system is lifting across Minnesota and Iowa. We have a stalled-out cold front extending from north-central Missouri along I-35 near Emporia and westward across the state. This boundary was lifting north as a warm front, where temperatures to the south of it were running in the low 60s. A stronger cold front will slide southeast across the state today. We may see a few thunderstorms develop in east-central Kansas later on this afternoon. Can't even rule out a few stronger storms. Temperatures will vary with a gusty northwest wind behind the frontal boundary. In northwestern Kansas today, temperatures will likely be in the mid-50s with a northeasterly breeze. It'll be mostly sunny with low 60s in north-central Kansas. Northeastern Kansas, a chance of scattered thunderstorms this afternoon, windy with a high in the low 70s. Cooler today, low 60s likely in southwestern Kansas. South central part of the state, today's high will likely be in the low 70s. And in southeastern Kansas, scattered showers with a high in the upper 70s. I'm meteorologist Ann Holliday.
As we look at the early calls this morning, first off, on the livestock side, we ended the week stronger as far as both the cattle and the hog numbers are concerned. We'll wait and see what we're going to see as far as trade on the feedlots. Most of the trade from this past week at 182 to 183 as far as the feedlots are concerned. Anticipated, though, that it could be stronger for the upcoming week. Overnight on the grains, not a lot of news that took place. Wheat futures about a penny higher, corn futures 4.5 cents higher, and soybean futures 10.5 cents higher. Expect supply and demand numbers, not a lot of change expected to take place. This is the Kansas Ag Network.